Hey, when just we back right back to Pizza Thursday on Customers in Field. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. And yeah, we are going to be doing. Let's change the laps and the difficulty. There he is, tiny, default tiny. Yeah, we are doing default tiny in this one. Yeah, I recently watched Wonka. It was a pretty good movie. It was a good movie. A good story showing pretty much before the Chocolate Factory. It had some really good parts in it. And I also watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That was also a pretty good movie too. Obviously it's PG-13. It's not even scary really. It's not even scary. Not really. I mean, there are some parts that you, I guess, could consider jump scares, but it's not horror or anything. I found it pretty alright as well. I found it pretty good as well. I know they're making more of those movies, or of what it looks like, you're going to be making more of those movies. I mean, I guess you could say you don't have to play the games to watch the movie. I mean, obviously, I never played the actual games, but I saw the movie. I watched the movie. But it was good for what it was. It was good for what it was. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2023 movie. And there's some other movies that I have also rewatched that I have seen before, but I haven't released those episodes yet on the series yet. I haven't released those reviews yet on movies that I have rewatched. I don't want to say what they are because I just want to wait until it does until I do release them to tell y'all, or for y'all to see. You know. I mean, obviously I've seen the first Winnie the Pooh movie twice. Right? When it comes to the first movie on there, I've seen it twice. And I still find the first movie to be horrible though. You know, because of the budget. The whole budgeting of the first movie is just sick. You know, in a bad way. Sick in a bad way. Obviously, the second movie one is better though. The budget and I'm just still curious how they're going to do with the third movie budget though. Because again, they say that the third movie's budget is going to be even better. Like, they're going to do a even bigger budget than the second movie did. Now, that just makes me curious to see how that's going to be. What they mean by the budget that they're going to be doing for the third movie. And I know it's going to be quite a bit until we see any official first images for the third movie. I do know that it's going to be quite a bit before we do see any first, like, our proper first looks for what the movie's going to be. still getting over this sinus drainage. My left ear is clogged though, and it's annoying too. My right ear is fine, but my left ear is clogged. Don't you hate it when that happens? When both of your ears are not clogged. Okay, dang it, I was gonna say, wait, okay, no, I don't think it's not unclogged. I was gonna say, dang it, I thought it felt like it was unclogged, and then it just went back to not being clogged again. Or, being clogged again. It might be unclogged again. And what do y'all think about Kingdom Hearts, the Kingdom Hearts series coming to Steam? Right? Like, assuming the Steam Decks. So y'all can actually be able to play the Kingdom Hearts series on the go without the cloud versions. No cloud version. Right? No cloud version. I'm surprised I didn't hit that warp, or didn't get hit by that warp orb. And I've also been rewatching some of my favorite classic Simpson episodes, like Who Shot Mr. Burns, and the Fast on, or the one that introduces Jock for the first time. That Marge almost had an affair with, or pretty much did have close to having an affair with. And it's quite interesting, just from the new Kingdom Hearts slates that we've been seeing, of what it looks like that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be coming to the next Switch console, the next Nintendo console that will be coming out. Either if that's going to be a Switch 2, a Nintendo Switch 2, as people are calling it, some people are calling it, or whatever it's going to be called. Of what it looks is Kingdom Hearts 4 will be coming on the next Nintendo console as one of the consoles for the game. Obviously, it's going to be coming to Xbox, I'm assuming, and PlayStation as well. But again, how it's going to be coming to the next, when it comes to Switch, or Nintendo, it's going to be coming on their next console, of what it looks like. That's going to be one of the ports. And obviously, I knew that the next time we see Kingdom Hearts 4, it would look different. Which, yeah, they also did mention that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be looking different compared to the reveal trailer. Obviously, I knew that. Just because the trailer was on Unreal Engine 4, the current Unreal Engine. And it's going to be... The game is going to be released on the Unreal Engine 5. That's where it's going to be running on when they release it. The Unreal Engine 5 is going to be what the game's going to be running on when we actually play it, when it releases. So yeah, I can definitely see it being different looking compared to the reveal trailer. Definitely. Yeah, I could definitely see that, though. See to the airlock. Again, I feel like I haven't done Tiny in a bit. Especially his, you know, the default Tiny. So I definitely thought, yeah, need to do Tiny here. Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is PG-13. I mean, same thing is going to be with the Sonic 3 movie, right? Same thing, the Sonic 3 movie is going to also be the same rating. So, yeah, it's going to be the same rating. It's said that the Sonic 3 movie is also going to be PG-13. So yeah, they're both the same rating. They're both the same rating. Summer Game Fest, June 7th. I am excited to see. I'm quite interested to see what's going to be shown at this Summer Game Fest this year. I'm interested to see what's going to be shown this year at the Summer Game Fest. And remember, like I mentioned, June 7th. June 7th is the Summer Game Fest. That's going to be here before we know it. Y'all know that, right? Right, y'all know that. I mean, just look at what today is, though. Look what today is, and how much left we got of May. We're almost in summer. We're almost a year since Crash Team Rumble released. And we never got to celebrate. We're not going to be able to get a 1-year anniversary of Team Rumble, though. And how sad that is. Right, Team Rumble never got to celebrate a year anniversary. A 1-year anniversary. Because, you know, of the stupid layoffs that made the company, that made Toys for Bob pretty much just discontinue it. I am planning on watching that Joker movie. I definitely would want to see it. The Joker movie. I am going to be watching that eventually. it was kind of a hard choice when I, on today's episode, on Trolley 3 Bear TV, I talked about who is a better Pirates of the Caribbean boss fight in Kingdom Hearts, and it was between, or I was dead between, obviously, well, the only two Caribbean bosses as of right now, Barbossa or Davy Jones, and I had to go with Davy Jones because he's personally my favorite villain in the Caribbean movies. He's personally my favorite in the Pirates of the Caribbean. So I had to choose him. I mean, I do like Barbossa as well, and his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, but, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 Pirates of the Caribbean world is based on my favorite Caribbean movies, and that's at World's End. Because, again, it has Davy Jones and where the boss fight takes place. You know, where the boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 3 takes place in the third Caribbean movie. And yeah, we have started our Season 2's release reviews on Hey Arnold that y'all would know. And I also rewatched Space Jam 2 recently as well. And yes, I still prefer the first movie. I still prefer the first movie. Well, because with Michael Jordan. Right, with Michael Jordan. And I love the aliens that they fight, or that's in the first movie too. You know, that they do during the basketball game. I mean, again, the second movie is good as well. Right? The second movie is good too. It's just that, of course, I prefer the first one. I do like I do like what they did with the second movie, though. Especially with doing the whole, serververse, right? This whole serververse idea, and saying all these different Easter eggs. Having all these different Easter eggs, and that you can say, especially when they're doing the actual basketball game. There's just so many Easter eggs that you can just see throughout the movie. That it's just absolutely crazy. Of all the amount of Easter eggs that is in the movie. And I do like the designs of the Goon Squad too. Right? I do like the designs of the Goon Squad. And of course I still preferred the first movie's villain, like I mentioned. Al-G Rhythm was a pretty good villain, but I still like the first movie's one. I mean, who knows if we ever do get a Space Jam 3, it may take another 24, 25 years. I mean, that's how long it took for Space Jam 2 to come out, right? That's how long it took for Space Jam 2 to be released. 24 years? It's either, I know it's 24 or 25 years after the first movie came out until Space Jam 2 came out. Because it is almost 3 years since Space Jam 2 came out in 2021. July 16th of 2021 is when Space Jam 2 came out. So, it's almost been 3 years since the second Space Jam released. And I remember watching it twice on the same day. Yeah, I watched the movie 2 times on the same day. One by myself, the first time by myself, and then the second time with my family. Yeah, I watched it twice, 2 times on the same day when it came out. I mean, there are some movies that I definitely don't mind seeing a second time, or multiple times. And Space Jam 2 was, I mean, now obviously, again, I would still say the first one I would still watch more, comparing the two. But, again though, and of course obviously they had to make Lola, obviously, that y'all would know when it comes to the second movie, they had to make Lola less sexual than the first movie did. Right, they had to change Lola's design to make her less sexual, like she was in the first movie. They had to redesign her in the second movie, as everybody would know. I mean, of course, you would know if y'all saw both movies and seeing both designs of Lola. And of course, Daffy being the coach. Even though in some of the posters, some of the actual posters are art of the movie, we say that Daffy is in the classic, or in the Looney Tunes, or Toon Squad outfit, right? Uniform. Whatever. I mean, here, let me pick y'all up for a second. See, I got both Space Jams on Blu-ray. I got both Space Jams. So yeah, I got both Space Jams on. I own both Space Jams. And again, the director of the first, or the second movie, you know, when it came to Space Jam 2's release, has mentioned that he wants to get The Rock for the third movie. Yeah, getting The Rock for Space Jam 3. And when you hear The Rock, you would probably hear something other than basketball, of course. But I do feel like that if they do a Space Jam 3, as of right now, there's no plans for a Space Jam 3. But if they ever do decide to do a Space Jam 3, I feel like, and, you know, if they actually do bring The Rock, I definitely believe that it's probably time for them to change the sport. Because, I mean, I feel like after 2 movies, they might want to change the sport to keep it fresh, right? Right, to keep the franchise fresh. They may want to change the sport. Having the star of the movie and the Looney Tunes actually play some other sport other than basketball. I mean, basketball is not a bad sport. I just, again, after 2 movies, it makes you think that they would maybe need to change up the sport. Especially for, which I'm not sure of what sports exactly The Rock plays, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them's probably not basketball, that he would do a whole lot. So, yeah, they would have to probably do whatever sport that The Rock is known for, or was known for. Because obviously it made sense. It made sense for basketball to do basketball with the first movie and the second movie with LeBron James and Michael Jordan, right? It made sense for both of them because they both played basketball. But like I said, if they ever do have plans for a Space Jam 3, which again, as of right now, there's no current plans they don't have for a Space Jam 3. I mean, the second movie came out 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. Like I mentioned, July 16th will mark 3 years. Will mark 3 years since A New Legacy came out. And it may take another 24, 25 years for them to do another one. Who knows? I mean, it took that long for them to do a sequel, right? It took that long for them to do A New Legacy. It took 24 years for them to even make A New Legacy. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we have to do another 25, 24 so years for for the third movie. And if that's so, I'll be pretty much in my probably mid-30s. Probably close to 40s. I don't know exactly how old I would be in 20 to 24, 25 years from now. I'm not really gonna start counting up of how old I would be. But let's just say I would definitely be probably in my mid-late 30s probably. For when if a Space Jam 3 would to come out that many years, like the second one was for them to do. I mean, it probably wasn't intended, right? They probably didn't intend to make it that long of a wait, right? They probably didn't intend for them to wait 24, 25 years after the first movie. I'm sure there was probably something that kept it from being that long. The reason why it was probably that long it took them. But who knows if there is an actual reason. But I'm sure if there is a reason, then it's probably maybe an understandable type of reason. I mean, A New Legacy was one of those movies that went to, you know, when it first released, went straight to streaming service and to theaters. Sometimes movies would release in theaters first, and of course release in, you know, digital later on, or streaming services later on. But A New Legacy was one of those that went straight to you know, HBO Max. Went straight to HBO Max and theaters when it first came out. But yeah, maybe that's just me though. Man, that was a good shot. I hit Lil's pretty good there. Again, it's just sometimes I'm good at keeping blue fire, sometimes I'm not good at keeping blue fire. It only depends. It's funny, it just depends. It only depends. I'm sure a lot of y'all can agree with that, though. Like, there's some tracks that you can keep blue fire on, and some that you're just not able to keep blue fire on. Where was a baker at? I did not see a baker. Yeah, I did not see a baker. Oh, and just to let y'all know, I am starting back doing speedrunning. Which, there will be one out tomorrow that I have made that is on Twinsanity. I've made 2 already, 2 speedruns on Twinsanity. They're any percent, not 100%. I will do 100 eventually, but I want to do some any percents right now. Doing some innies right now. Like I said, there will be one tomorrow. Still don't see anything regarding of state of play, though. I mean, we still got May, though, right? We still got some days, not that many days of May left, so. And again, I still want to believe that there is a Medieval 2 remake, though. I still want to believe that. Yeah, I still want to believe that there is a Medieval 2 remake. Still want to believe that there will be one. Like I said, May isn't quite over just yet. Sometimes a state of play can happen at the end of the months, and sometimes it can happen early or in the middle of the months. It just depends, though. But like I said, I still want to believe that these rumors could be true. Because I do believe that there is a Medieval 2 remake that could have been worked on for a few years now. You know, since 2021, like the rumors suggest. That it's been in development since 2021. And again, that was 3 years ago. So, a 3-year development for Medieval 3, or Medieval 2, sorry. Medieval 2 doesn't seem like a pretty bad develop time, though. I mean, who knows? There may be an announcement of when a state of play is happening, right? But I haven't seen anything yet. So, who knows, though? Yeah, I've been taking a bit of a break on Team Rumble for a bit. You know, since I've been playing it pretty much every day before, I thought to take a not sure how long break from playing it. I mean, a lot of people would be like that though when it comes to different games. That they would just take a break on playing for a while. And that's what I'm doing with Team Rumble. I may get back on. I may start playing again when it comes to the anniversary, right? To celebrate the 1 year anniversary that the game sadly never got to do itself. Or sadly will never get to do itself. But I don't know. We'll see. I may actually say of when the last time I did Team Rumble was. I'm sure it probably wasn't that long ago. Let me look. It was March 31st. So, 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago since I last got on Team Rumble. Yeah, it's been 2 months since I have last logged on Cross Team Rumble. Again, March 31st is when that was the last time I was playing Team Rumble. Two months ago. At least almost 2 months ago. Again, when it comes to the 31st of... Again, I'm sure a lot of y'all would be like that to certain things, wouldn't y'all? I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure if I will be able to get all the way to tier 500. Right? I'm not even sure at this point if I even will try to continue my quest to tier 500. I don't know. That just seems like that would take years, really. That would take years to do. I mean, that's obviously a good thing. Obviously, they would make it so there's, throughout the years, to be able to still do it, but still though. I mean, remember when I did do that kind of break on Team Racing Nitro Field? I remember doing a sort of couple months break on Team Racing Nitro Field. And then I got back on a few months after. I remember doing that with Nitro Field. So, it's kind of similarly doing that with Rumble. I'm doing that with Rumble too. Pressing everybody. Hey, and Jen. I'll be back, guys. I'm back. Did y'all know that the first SpongeBob movie is on HBO Max? Because I found that kind of odd when I first saw that it was on HBO Max. Like, I wouldn't have even thought that SpongeBob would have been on HBO Max. But yeah, I saw that the first movie was on there. I mean, it could still be on there. I mean, I just looked now, and it is still on there. Y'all can see if it is, for y'all. Hello, baby Entropy. Bye, baby Entropy. Hi, Komodo Joe. Just bounce on top of him. Having some Doritos. I always liked the red Doritos better. Or the red bag Doritos. Never really liked the blue bag Doritos. I'd like to know what Doritos y'all prefer between the two. If y'all prefer one, or do y'all like both? Again, for me, I would prefer the red Doritos. So glad I finally got a haircut recently. I've been needing a haircut for so long, and I'm so glad to finally have a haircut. I was able to finally get a haircut recently again. Because it was really, my hair before I got my haircut last week, it was really annoying. My hair was definitely getting really annoying. So I was very glad to get my hair cut again. Because I kept having to swing my head. Just swing my hair back. I was hoping not to break my neck by swinging my head so many times. I'm sure y'all know how that feels, right? Swinging your hair back, and trying not to break your neck while doing that.
But yeah, that'll conclude this episode. Sorry, this week's edition. I guess you could say episode as well. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have anything new. And let me know what y'all think. Catch you next one.